even more now. Last time I checked Wikipedia, it's about 2007, and that was the numbers I got. Welcome to Earth, guys, where we see things, we see sunsets, the grass growing and flowers dying. Welcome to Earth, where people meet up and go bowling. We put on shoes, special shoes, to throw marble balls at pins. Welcome to Earth, everybody, where we watch full-grown men in pads toss a pigskin. Welcome to Earth, everybody, where we eat Thai food, Chinese and Japanese, sushi, and all sorts of other eclectic meals. Welcome to Earth, everybody, where we have pets, dogs, cats, monkeys. Welcome to Earth, everyone, where we once evolved from them. Welcome to Earth, everybody, where we feel spiritual, atheist, agnostic, and sometimes even Catholic. Welcome to Earth, everybody. This is us, and this is now. Welcome to Earth, and that's the podcast, baby. You are tuned in to a live session of My Tight Hamstrings. I am Graham Rogers, and I have a beard right now. And with me, as always, is our psychedelic funk master flex, Mr. Gerard Bauer. He's leading the band and the choir tonight. He's popping things off spiritually tonight, you know.
What up?
He's popping things off. He was telling me about taking a lot of pot cookies yesterday, dude.
Woo, it was more.
And just flying into orbit, dude. That's the thing about edibles, man. You get the wrong end of an edible, and you're just you're in orbit, baby.
Yeah, you're on a one-way fucking trip to space.
Dude.
Without a spacesuit.
And and space gets cold. And if you don't know that.
Yeah, space is really cold.
Space is cold, and not a lot of oxygen in space, dude. Sometimes people take pot cookies and suffocate.
Yeah, and you need some good SPF, too, because you don't have the ozone layer.
Ooh.
Got to, like, SPF 1000, that shit.
And that you have to buy through over the counter or through a doctor recommendation note, because that's that real tight sunscreen. You know, I'm used to sunscreen. You know, I'm a SPF guy myself. I may name my kid SPF. Who knows? They come out looking like me. But yeah, dude, it's been a second, dude. Last time I got high, man, I went to the dispensary and I got a free t-shirt, and that made my experience worth it. And then I was like, I kind of needed a breakthrough of some sort. So I ate, dude, they sold me, it was Pride Edition gummies. These were rainbow gummies, and they made me feel all sorts of fantastic.
Super.
It was a super duper feeling, and
Fabulous.
I sat down and I wrote what I thought was Chappelle level comedy. I'm talking 4 hours of intense writing on my couch. Amazing things. The next day I wake up and I go, what is this horse shit? What is this joke about a zebra wearing clogs? Dude, I wrote a joke about a zebra wearing clogs and just how funny that would be to see dancing. Can you imagine a zebra just wearing clogs and just tearing up a dance floor?
That's grade A material.
That's
right there.
grade A material, dude.
Do you have lots of notes like that scattered around?
Yeah.
Just like bits, and you look at them, you're like, what?
Oh, dude, I can't even read my own handwriting. Dude, I mean, I just flipped to a random page of this little book. And we're talking about being earthlings, and this is what is just on this random page. My mission is for people to find joy and happiness through my actions. And that's something that we can all do.
Yeah.
We can, we can all just be a little kinder to one another. You know, dude, like today at the gym, this guy came in with a dirty shirt, and he smelled like cigarettes. All right? And my first instinct was that this guy's homeless. And my instincts weren't wrong. He was.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to go and take a shower, okay? He needed a hot shower because he was a dirty boy. And maybe old angry Graham would have shunned this man away. But new Graham made him pay the $20 guest fee, and then I let him shower.
That's good. You didn't want him going in and stealing any cars.
No. Oh, dude, so I'm just letting in all sorts of criminals in at the gym. The other day, I let someone in. He didn't have his card on me, and he was kind of tweaking out a little bit. But I'm like, maybe this guy just took like 2 extra scoops of his pre-workout. Maybe he was caffeinated and feeling a little jittery. You know, it's hard to kind of discern between caffeine jitters and methamphetamine jitters. I'm not a professional, you know, but I had to use my judgment, and I go, can you scan your card? And he's like, I don't have my card on me. And I was like, do you have a phone number? And he gave me a phone number, and I clicked on him, and there was an account, but it wasn't him, dude. He was using someone else's account.
Ooh, dirty.
And I was still a little too shy to say, no, you can't come in. So I let him in. And dude, so this guy comes in, and right away we have like 2 or 3 members coming up, and like, hey man, there's this guy tweaking out. He's walking in and out of the locker room. So dude, the guy leaves. Okay, the guy comes out after like an hour. Didn't work out at all, dude. This guy's just sprawled out on a bench, dude. He's like, you know, he at this point he's just like enjoying the AC. He's just looking at people, you know. He's getting confused about where he's at. He don't know if he's at a gym or a dentist's office. So on the way out, dude, because I was afraid he had stolen some stuff from the locker room, because this guy, you know, looked like he had those little tweaker fingers.
Yeah,
you know,
he was up to no good.
He was up to no good. You could tell because he was wearing a hat and a hoodie over the hat in a gym. So on the way out, I stopped him, and I was trying to be like kind of coy about it, kind of like secret and like, you know, incognito. So when he came up to leave, I was like, hey man, like, it was good to meet you. What's your name? And he goes, that's cool.
He just said, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no, dude, like, I'm Graham. And he goes, I'm G. Dude, this guy just took the first letter of my name and then made it his. That's what happened with that. And so I was like, hey man, like, we had something kind of like weird come up with your account. Do you mind giving me your phone number again? And he goes, that's cool. And I was like, come on, man. Like, it's just real fast. And he was like, dude, I'm good. And I was like, all right, man. And then so he starts walking off, and I call my boss, and I'm like, dude, I'm afraid this guy is like stole some stuff from the locker room. And we had this other guy at the gym named Chris. And Chris is a guy that would wear an Affliction tee like on a Wednesday and like not think about it. Like, he has glasses and tattoos and likes Taekwondo, you know, and he's like 5'6". You know, this guy doesn't drink coffee. Chris just drinks Bang energy drinks. Dude, this guy's always sweating. That's kind of the vibe, dude. He's always like a little moist from all the energy drinks. Dude, he's just eating energy drinks and taking kratom, dude. This guy is...
Yeah, he's just metabolizing constantly.
Dude, he's just a sweaty mess, dude. His glasses fog up from how much eye perspiration's going on, dude. And he has like a little, like, kind of like maybe a little herpes sore on his... But Chris is like, you know, there's some guys that just like, for as weird as they are brave. And Chris is brave. He's braver than me. I've never been in a fighter, you know. But Chris, you know, I think Chris has seen a few YouTube videos on it. You know, like...
For sure.
Dude, yeah, so this is Chris's time to shine, dude. And he was like, he popped up because he's had about 4 Bang energy drinks at this point. Dude, this guy's rolling on 1,200 milligrams of caffeine and a bunch of other things like ginseng and stuff. So he's ready to fucking roll. And I was like, Chris, you gotta stop this guy. And dude, he was ready, dude. He sprang into action and he chased this guy. Okay? And the guy was like halfway to the parking lot, I guess. Okay, and then I'm like, oh, maybe we'll bring him back. And then Chris comes back by himself. Okay? And I go, dude, what happened? And he goes, you know, he's like, dude, I tried to get this guy to come back. He just kept saying, nah, it's cool. Dude, this guy straight up, like, just chilled his way out of a robbery.
Just Jedi mind trick that shit.
Dude, like
nah,
that.
I'm cool.
Yeah. Dude, that's how
Sir, could you please come with me? No, I'm cool.
I'm chill.
I'm chill.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Like, that's how you rob. I think he, like, opened up a whole new kind of way to go about doing risky business, dude. You just kind of just brush it off your shoulders a little bit. But yeah, dude, Chris, man, this guy always shows up, dude. So, working at a gym, I got to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:45 in the morning. And this guy, 9 times out of 10, gets there at 5 and he doesn't start till 11. He just can't read a schedule, And then, dude, he's around like 1,400 milligrams of caffeine, dude, so he can't go back home. He can't go to sleep. So, dude, he just hangs out for 6 hours, dude, and I don't know, man, does his girlfriend's homework or something like that. I wouldn't trust this guy writing my essay, dude. The other day he came in and he was like, you could tell he hadn't slept at all. And he was like, man, I just been doing my girlfriend's homework. And I was like, damn, dude, well, that's something. But yeah, there's a lot of fucking characters, dude. Leonard, man, this guy, there's a priest who's in seminary. He's 60 years old, which is a little too old for school, but But he has a crush on the old G-Meister. He's and you can always tell when someone's giving you the eye when their glasses hang at the bridge of their nose and he looks down at you. Dude, this guy just makes way too much eye contact.
He's giving you the sexy librarian look.
The sexy librarian, dude.
When do those do? Yeah, take it
That's
down.
what it is. It's a sexy librarian look, dude. Oh, man. Saw Paulie. Oh, man. But
He's
yeah.
studying to be a priest?
He's studying to be a priest, dude. And he's like 60, which is like, I guess it's never too late. But in this guy's case, maybe a little bit so. But I don't know what kind of shenanigans he's getting in at the vestry. But that's something. Dude, I was thinking about, like, just how much I've never really fought. Some guys just go out and just look for a fight. Dude, the only time I ever was engaged in a fight, it was in college, and I roll up to this bar with friends, and I just got into this bar, and this guy comes from out on the patio and looks at me and goes, "Hey, man, you just grabbed my girlfriend's ass?" And I was like, "Dude, I just got here." He's like, "No, I think you did." I'm like,
it's not fair to you right there, because you're not angry about anything.
I'm not angry, dude. I'm just having I just taken a Molly pill, So, dude, my little eyeballs are just bouncing, and I'm just like, this is not what I want. One of my friends, who's a badass, grabs this dude's drink from his hands, drinks the entire thing, and goes, "Leave my friend alone." I think it's done, all right? I'm hanging out. I go to another bar, hanging out, having fun. I go back to the original bar because, I'm on Molly, dude. My legs are just like feeling themselves, right? So I go to go back to the original bar. Right away, the bouncers grab me by both arms, take me to the back room, and let this guy beat my ass. Dude. Oh, man. And like, you're talking about a weird feeling of being on Molly and someone punching your face, dude. I didn't know what to think. And I remember leaving, dude. After I was kind of like in a blackout, brownish out phase. And I remember when I was left the back room, I was like, dude, I was crying. I was like, my nose is all beat up and my eyes are bruised, black. And I remember that we wanted to sue the bar that let that happen, but they had leverage because Graham, myself, had left this fake ID there. So they're like, you can try, but we'll get him for a fake ID, which, dude, and serious, yeah, serious. And but this is where the sweet retribution comes in. So I had this friend named JL, and he, JL's that guy that kind of has that eye that wanders off towards the evil. He has that kind of like that glint in his eye that's just a little bit crazy. Like me and JL used to like try to break into the water. The big water towers, yeah. And that's kind of like where we're at with our friendship. And I told him about this experience, and he's like, dude, we're gonna take care of this. So one rainy night, we're rolling throughout town, and we found out where the guy lived, okay? And we packed the car with cinder blocks, and we fucked his car up.
How sure were you that it was his car?
Not that sure, honestly. It could have been his girlfriend's. Regardless, dude, someone's car got fucked up that night. and it was raining, so it just ruined it. So that's retribution for you. That's what happens when you mess with a white kid in college. You get a cinder block through a random car, you know. But dude, one of the guys now who held me down is now a cop in Oxford, you know, and he's big.
He is.
Yeah, he's big and on steroids, and dude, he'll hide a murder. I think that's what he would do. He would hide a murder for sure. But yeah, that's about the extent of a fight, dude, I've ever gotten into. One time I hit a punching bag and I dislocated my other arm. I was at a bar and I was really drunk, and you know those game machines?
Yeah, the game machine, yeah.
And I punched with my right arm so hard, my left arm got dislocated. And then after that, I knew I could never fight, you know. Have you ever had, like, what if someone ever, like, goes up to Alex and is like, hey, baby, like, what, like, I mean, are you accustomed to fighting? Or?
No, I mean, I haven't fought since I've been an adult. All
Yeah.
my fights were junior high. And then I also got beat up in junior high, too, by bigger kids.
Damn.
It happens, man.
And now you're an okay adult, you know. I
Yeah.
would definitely like to learn how to, just in case, because you always think about those situations, those scenarios in your head when someone says the wrong thing,
Right.
and they think they're big and bad, and they're just swollen, and then you just fucking uppercut them and just.
I think you gotta have no shame, man, depending, like, the situation you're in. If a big dude comes up and is like, you can tell he's just ready, he's got his heart set on fighting you. You gotta be cheap, man. You gotta go for the nuts.
I have no problem going for the nuts,
yeah.
dude.
I mean, if it's like a drunk person that was being annoying and irritating, I mean, I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
They'd have to push me far before I would actually be, like, really aggressive, but.
I made sticking with a mechanical pencil, dude. They get too up close, you know.
Lead poisoning.
Just hit them with that 0.5 point pencil, dude. My worst nightmare would be to, like, not my worst nightmare, dude. I don't want to be, like, being stabbed would suck, dude. I would not want to be stabbed, but we're not gonna talk about that. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, dude. Well, you know what suck is, like, because you hear about this happening sometimes. Like, someone gets in a fight and someone punches someone and they fall back and hit their head on a curb,
Right.
and die.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be. Oh man,
That's the worst.
that's the worst, dude. I wouldn't be a good criminal because I have a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude, I can't sleep already. And the only thing I've done wrong in the last, like, 2 months was stolen a bag of hot Cheetos from 7-Eleven. And even that got me up for a few nights thinking. Dude, so I got this pizza from Domino's. And then I went to 7-Eleven on Hollywood Boulevard. And there was a line of people. And I looked at the clerk, and he was busy. And I just grabbed a bag of hot Cheetos and ran out, dude.
You ran?
I waddled. I definitely waddled out of there. And those Cheetos, you know.
They try to stop you, and you're like, no, I'm cool, man.
They're like, no, come back. Nah, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I'm straight.
Don't worry about it, man. It's all good.
Dude, it's so funny because, like, at that 7-Eleven, people steal shit all the time. And, like, people just put things in their pockets. And, like, I saw this one guy. He just stuffed his pockets full of, like, Hostess snacks. Just blatantly. And the security guard's like, you know I'm not going to leave you. He's like, you know I'm not going to let you leave with that. And he's like, what? He's like, your pockets. And he like, literally like a movie, just keeps pulling out. It took like a minute and a half to clear his pockets with everything that he had stolen from 7-Eleven. It was hilarious, dude. Dude, why do you wake up when you take naps? Why do you wake up like all disoriented and weird feeling, dude? I've been taking these like hour and a half, 2 hour naps, and like my body just feels so good waking up, but my mind feels all kind of like a bramble, kind of brambled.
Yeah, it's because your mind, it's got the sleep juice running through it.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things like chemicals that it pushes through your brain so you don't move and things like that. Like you're not coordinated when you first wake up because your body has been like pumping this chemical that keeps your body from moving while you sleep. And so you got to get rid of that chemical. There's all kinds of chemicals in your brain that are working
It's like you're ready.
overtime when you're asleep.
And especially when you get like 2 hours, like that
yeah.
REM sleep kicks in then. And then it's like, then you wake up and I've just been thinking about that lately but I do this, I mean, I need a nap and it takes like, after I like reset and go work out and stuff, I'm good. But like if I don't do that, like the rest of the day is like, dude, I can't piece together my thoughts.
Yeah.
It's really disorienting. But there's something really like numbing. It's like a heroin sleep. Like naps are just like, I imagine
the heroin of naps.
I've never like done heroin, but I'm imagining like an afternoon nap is kind of like heroin, you know? Because you're just coasting to sleep. You're not necessarily horny. I hear you're not horny on heroin.
No. Yeah, because your body's just
Body.
craves the heroin.
Yeah, your body's coming.
Yeah, your whole body,
Your
all
ding
the
dong.
pleasure you need, man. It's all thanks to heroin. That's all you need.
There should be more songs written about heroin. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's going to be making a comeback.
Really? Yeah, because right now, what's cool? Cocaine is always big.
Yeah, but people aren't dying from cocaine anymore.
Well, dude, there was downtown. It was cut with fentanyl.
Oh yeah, well that'll do it.
Yeah, that will do it, dude.
Yeah, but people aren't dying the same way from coke. Like people die
No, people don't.
after. Like Rick James died from a lifetime of cocaine.
Yeah, but dude, he was a habitual.
Yeah.
Cocaine, in my opinion, doesn't kill you physically; it kills you mentally.
Yeah.
That's why people stop doing cocaine, is because like it just fucks with your mind. Otherwise, it's so fun, you know. I never get people that are like, "I did it; it wasn't my thing." I'm like, what are you talking about? It's everybody's thing. Do you not have pleasure receptors?
Yeah. I don't really like cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
Yeah. I don't like cocaine. I just like the way it makes me feel amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes me, dude, like, on any kind of, like, it's crazy, like, when you do it, you can just, like, and it's nice talking about this past tense, you know? It's not, like, currently, but past tense, you know, there's some wildness that happens when you're on it. See, I never was, like, the kind of guy that would want to go out and club and, like, I would just sit and talk to you for hours, you know? And, like, I would just, like, talk about maybe, like, hip-hop in a very non-educational way.
Yeah.
Like, when you're on cocaine, you're
expert on everything.
You're expert on everything. Dude, I could talk about USB ports. I could talk about, you know, like the 73 Bears on cocaine. I don't know anything about that team, but, dude, on cocaine, I could tell you who played every position.
For sure.
Right? I don't know. What is about that? You know? What is it about that little miracle dust that just makes you fucking L. Ron Hubbard, just knowing all the answers?
Dude, I had a great book called The Field Guide of Hallucinogenic Drugs.
Uh-huh.
It's made in, like, the 80s, and it had cocaine classified as an hallucinogen.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
That is interesting, because it makes you believe in things that aren't there. You're not seeing things, but you're believing, you know, that tomorrow is going to be the day you start that little startup business. You know, you're dreaming that in a week you and that guy who you met are going to get together and discuss advertising. You're dreaming that those ACTs aren't going to be as hard as you think and that you know all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
You're dreaming when you do a big, fat, gnarly rail that, you know, maybe that grandparent isn't dead.
They're right there talking to you.
They're right there talking to you. Hi, Granny. And Granny's saying, you got something right there. And you go, don't worry, Granny. It's just a little cocaine.
How else can I talk to you, Granny?
Yeah, dude.
This cocaine gives me the power to reach across the lines between life and death. Contact the other side.
I mean, that's how mediums work, dude. Before you go in for a psychic reading, you gotta do a Bumsky or 7. And then, dude, you're talking to Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And you're talking to your pets that your childhood pets. You're talking to Betsy. Oh, Betsy. How you doing, sweet puppet? And Betsy's going, Pet Cemetery, dude. You're transversing. Dude, you're talking to Malcolm X on cocaine. And he's on cocaine too. Because that's how that movement got started.
It's got to be cocaine in heaven for sure, right?
Dude, cocaine is heaven. And then, like, I imagine that some people do a line of cocaine and, you know, maybe talk to one of the 12 disciples. Maybe like the lesser known one, Stan. You know, Stan.
Stan the disciple.
Yeah, dude. But he didn't make the picture because he was off doing cocaine.
Yeah.
He slept in too late for the painting, dude.
They're like, Stan, get in here. We're doing a picture. He's like, I'm cool, man. It's cool.
Dude, Stan's doing that biblical cocaine when it was mixed with, like, grout.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Dude, yeah, back in the day, you don't know what kind of cocaine you were getting. You might do a bump of cocaine and see a burning bush, dude. You might do a little cocaine and like, talk to Pontius Pilate about, like, your ideas, dude. Think about what people were scheming about back in the day. Doing a bump of cocaine and being like, dude, I have an idea. It's this thing where we cut down trees and make a path and someone goes, a road.
Just comes up with a word, too. They're like, road.
Yeah. Damn. I think civilization has advanced when it has advanced because the power of cocaine, dude. Yeah. What else would people think about, like, back in the day? Like, what other great, you know, say you're around like an old wooden table in King Arthur's court, and you're just passing around fucking Lancelot's cocaine. That's
how the guy pulled that sword
That's
out, man.
That's exactly right.
He's like, I can pull that fucking sword out.
Dude, it turns out the sword just wasn't even in there that hard to begin with. The sword was just in, like, wet clay, dude, that hadn't dried yet. Dude. That's like... Can you imagine, dude, going to war in those times, dude? Because there's about 100% chance you're going to get a stab wound.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Even think about this. Like, even your fingers would get jammed up. Like, think about how bad it hurts to jam your finger. Dude, they jammed all their fingers all the time.
Yeah.
They would stub their... Dude, like, their feet had gangrene. They just go put on a wet boot. Dude, back in the day, no one's clothes were dry.
Oh, and dirty all the time.
Dirty, wet clothes, dude. Always just smelling funky.
I mean, soap wasn't even invented.
And if it was, dude, they didn't allow that shit because soap was for pussies. Damn, that's a good tune, though. That's making me want to, like, call up Mel Gibson and like, do Braveheart 2, you know? But this time, me and Mel are fighting. And instead of fighting, you know, the Scottish, we're just fighting his racism. It's just a fight with words, dude. Mel's geared up, dude. He's slurring.
Dropping N-bombs.
N-bombs. He's saying the C word. He's saying cunt. He's doing all sorts of fucking malicious things. And all happening in a taxi also. Braveheart 2018, dude. Mel Gibson in a taxi just talking. That's all it is. I would watch that. That would make a lot of money. Damn. I'm trying to think what friends of mine like would actually be good in war, and I can't think of any because like most of my friends aren't even like good in daily life. It takes a lot just to be brave these days, you know, dude. Yeah. The other day I meditated like 4 times in a day just to get my head straight. Today I meditated at an open mic. I was meditating. I was doing TM at an open mic. And it was really weird because I was definitely meditating. I could hear all the horrible comedy going on. So I'm just doing my mantra and, feeling all spiritual. And then I'm hearing, and I would shoot this place up if my girlfriend didn't suck my dick right. And I'm like, it's so weird. So weird. What do we... Oh, okay. Guys, that is our podcast. I do want to say, it's sad to hear about Mac Miller, man. It's sad to hear. He was 26 years old, and he was a white rapper. And as a white rapper myself, I feel that. And dude, it's sad. It's sad when we lose anyone to drugs and alcohol, substance abuse. So dudes and girls, if you have a friend out there who's doing too much heroin or doing too much cocaine or drinking too much,
popping too many
pills. If you have a friend who says I'm chilling and they're chilling all the time, just reach out and talk, But I love each and every one of you, and I'm very grateful. And I know Gerard is grateful also to be here. I'm grateful for this podcast. I really am. I think about this a lot, and I'm glad it's part of my life, and I'm glad, hopefully, if it's part of yours. And that's the podcast for today. It's Friday night. Go out and get your boogie on, guys. And if you see a zebra with clogs on, send me a picture because that sounds hilarious. Goodbye and good night.